Alright, let's talk about longest palindromic subsequence. So you are given an S and you have to return the longest palindromic subsequence length. So in this idea, like AB, right, simple, because DBVB is actually the longest, right? So in this question, you can actually just use DP. So what do you actually need? Like DP, for a row and column is definitely your string, right? And this is the row. And basically you just compare your current index column and then current index row. If they are equal, then you need to take your diagonal value and then plus 2. And there's a reason why you need to plus 2. Okay, so if you have the same index, right, you need to plus 1. I mean, you need to initialize to 1. This is the most easy way, right? But just think about it, like U can be your longest palindromic subsequence, right? And if you have BB 2 string, then the longest palindromic should be 2, right? But if you just grab your neighbor, which is your left and bottom, this doesn't actually work. You have to grab your diagonal one. So this is 0, then you have to plus 2, which is the length of the 2 BB. And this will be the same thing, right? B and then proper diagonal one is 3, and so on, right? So in this idea, you cannot do from top to bottom. You have to start from bottom to top, because every single time, okay, so once you want to go this way, you want to find out what is the value for this, right? So this is easy to just go bottom up. And for this one, this is nothing, right? A and B, right? A and B, they are not matched. So you grab the neighbor, which is your left and bottom. So you have to grab the maximum. So the maximum represents the longest subsequence, right? So which is 1. And this is actually correct because A and B can be isolated, the longest palindromic subsequence. And for this one, A and B, they are not the same, so it's still 1. And B and B, they are the same. So the palindromic should be BAB. BAB could be the longest, right? So it should be what? 3, right? You take the diagonal one plus 2. If they are not matched, you just grab the neighbor, which is left and bottom. So if they are equal, right, plus 2, and then they are not equal, grab a maximum. And they are still equal, and grab a diagonal plus 3. They are not equal, 3, and they are equal. So you grab a diagonal one, which is 4, and this is the solution. And they just stop coding, and you'll be able to see what happened. Okay, so I'm gonna say int and you go to xlength and initial my pp equal to new int im, and for every single time, right? So a minus 1 and greater equal to 0, and then a minus minus, and then you have to initialize your dp ii equal to 1, and you need a j value. J is actually equal to I would say I plus 1 to I less than 1 I plus plus. Okay? So you cannot solve for I doesn't work because it's actually the length minus 1. So starting from I plus 1. So if you didn't understand the index, just start over again and watch your index when you go from bottom up. Okay. So if they are equal, if s dot char at I is actually equal to s dot char at j, if they are equal, you take your diagonal plus, and if they are not equal, you just grab the maximum. So which is dp ij equal to maximum. So if you want to grab your left, which is j minus 1, okay? And if you want to grab your bottom, the top, the the one below, right? I plus 1. and j because it's in column. And this is diagonal, right? Diagonal is actually dpi plus dpij equal to dp I minus 1, which is plus 1 first, and then j minus 1 plus 2. So imagine this is the cell you want to grab this one, right? So when you are at this row, right, you need to have a I plus 1 row, right? J minus 1 column is correct, right? So when you want to return, basically you have to return the top right, which is 0, and then minus 1, right? And this will be the solution. So let's just run it. Oh, I have a typo. So char add I and J. So this is my mistake. This is J. I have no idea. I made a typo. Oh, okay. This is once again a typo. This is I, third, I. Alright. Sorry for making mistake. This is so let's talk about comment space complexity for the time. This is all of n, right? But inside this folder, there are all of n as well. So from all of n to all of n, so it's n squared, right? So time is n squared, and then space is n squared for sure, right? dp and then n by n, right? So the metric is n squared for the space and also for the time. And this will be the solution. And subscribe if you understand it. And sorry for making mistake. And I'll see you next time. Bye.